Hey guys, it's Paki123 and I'm here with my Dolphins gameplay of the 32 game series, and I'm playing Tank. He's a member on MaddenStudents, and he's playing as the Colts. And I apologize for not putting out a video last week. I forget what I was doing, but apparently it was more important than sitting down and... Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was more important. I couldn't find a gameplay for the Dolphins because for some reason I was procrastinating and I refused to record a game as the Dolphins, which is weird because I played so many games as the Dolphins, and I don't know why I couldn't find one gameplay, but I couldn't, and I just could not get a video out for you guys, and I apologize for that. And also I want to apologize on behalf of MaddenStudents because we haven't been putting out other videos besides my 32 game series, and I don't know why that is. I'm assuming it's a culmination of, you know, people not having time to make videos, or, you know, other things that I don't really know what's going on, but we'll try to get that fixed. We'll try to get more videos for you guys. So just wanted to apologize for that, you know, not very professional on our part, so, you know, hopefully we get some videos coming out for you guys. But I do have a pretty entertaining gameplay for you guys. Tank just scored right there. Tank's offense caught me off guard this game because, well, he was using a brand new offense, but typically I don't have trouble against bunch. You know, since I run it so much, I know how to basically stop it. But for some reason, I think because he was using this play called HB angle. It's out of a lot of books, like Cleveland, out of why would I throw that? I'm a retard. It's out of a lot of different books, St. Louis, Minnesota, Cleveland. And, you know, it's a really good play. A lot of things you have to cover manually, like the angle route, or the quick pass to the tight end, or the deep post by, you know, the slot receiver. And this is unfortunate for Tank. I got a big break right there, but I'll take it. And it's been so long since I've done a 32 game series video that I forgot the whole point of it, and that's to fucking tell you guys how to break down this team. And, you know, I've been using the Dolphins a lot this year. They were one of my favorite teams to use. I love their offense. I love their defense. And, you know, definitely I would have no problem using them in this very serious situation. So let me actually, you know, break down the team. First of all, I like using Matt more over Chad Henne. I don't know why. You know, Chad Henne has the arm power, but I feel like Matt Moore can make most of the throws, not all of them, and he's more accurate than what's his name, Chad Henne. So, you know, I just prefer him more because I've gotten more used to him. So, you know, I prefer Matt Moore, but if you're comfortable with what's his name, Chad Henne, go ahead and use him. I just feel it's more about personal preference. You know, if for some reason you're better with Chad Henne, go ahead. But next, I have the running backs, and I like to use all three of the running backs. You know, Daniel Thomas is more of that big bruising back, and for some reason he gets fast like Michael Turner a lot. With Reggie Bush, he's like my #1 guy. I got another fumble. Oh man, that's ridiculous. Bush is who I use mainly because he's a very good overall player. He's fast, he can catch. He's 6 foot also, so he's not a bad receiver if you want to put him there. And then for your third option, you got Steve Slayton, who's not a bad running back, but, you know, there's nothing really impressive about him either. He's kind of fast. He's like a 91 speed, I think, and he can catch, you know, decently. He's not a great receiver, but he's a running back, you know. And that's pretty much it. I would use Bush like 80% of the time, and if you need to use Thomas or Slayton, go ahead. Bush does have a tendency to fumble, so, you know, watch out for that. And finally, in my opinion, is their most impressive aspect on offense. Look at Carlos getting up. Is their wide receiving core. You know, first of all, you got one of the best receivers in the game, you know, in real life and also in Madden, and Brandon Marshall. You got, he's 6'4". I keep saying you got, I keep saying you know. He's 6'4". He can jump, he can catch, he can pretty much do everything except for, you know, outrunning people. He's like an 88 speed, which is not great, but, you know, it's Brandon Marshall. Oh, here we go. He's outrunning a Colts corner, which is not that impressive, but, you know, that 88 speed is coming in handy. And then you got, I think, my favorite player in the game, and that's Bess. I did not know Bess had like a 98 catch at one point in the season. And I don't know if you just saw that, but Vontae Davis just warped backwards to tackle Dallas Clark. So, you know, Madden 12 is the greatest game of all time. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, nice swat, retard. I was talking about Bess. You know, good, kind of burp. Good, solid player. Will definitely hold on to the ball in almost every situation. I know he's a 95 catch now, but it's 95 catches and 95 catch. That's pretty fucking impressive. And then you got Brian Hartline, who, you know, he's not bad. 6'2". He's not kind of fast at all. He's like maybe he's an 80 speed, 88 speed. I don't know what his exact stats are, but I don't really like using Brian Hartline, even though he just makes his catch right here. But you know, he's a good solid receiver. But my underdog receiver or player on this team is Clyde Gates. He's like a 93 speed. He's maybe 6'2", and he can catch the ball pretty well. I know his stats don't say he's what a fucking retard I am. Why would I throw that? That's just my fault. I'm just a retard. But you know, Clyde Gates is a good, fast, not tall, but you know, a pretty good sized receiver. And I just love using him. He's so glitchy for me. And look at this. What? EA, you cannot just slide a person. That's not what happens in real life. And he gets the pass interference call right here, which is unfortunate, but you know, I'll take it. But you can't just slide a guy over. That's happened twice already. No, twice or 3 times. I think it's happened at least twice in this game. But you can't just warp a person to the ball. It's not how reality works. So, you know, I was talking about fucking Clyde Gates. Good player. I like using him. And I don't know why I threw that pass. It's just a retarded. Oh, L1 could have been. Oh, X wide open also. Oh, Clyde Gates. Speaking of Clyde Gates. And then you also got Anthony Fasano, a good tight end. Not great. He drops the ball sometimes. He does fumble, actually, quite a lot. I don't know why. A lot of tight ends seem to be fumbling a lot. Like, you know, fucking Jacob Tammy. Fuck you, Jacob Tammy. Cunt. So, that's pretty much the offense. I love their offense. I think it's one of the best offenses in the game. Just because their guys can hold on to the ball pretty well. And, you know, I like Matt Moore. I like Reggie Bush. Just a good overall team. And then, what was that? Why is this game so broken? Go ahead and reverse that because I'm not going to replay it. That was so ridiculous that I even got that animation. For some reason, this game is just breaking down. I don't know what's happening. We get motherfuckers warping to the ball. We get square. Okay, good job. We get fucking that animation where the QB just drops back for eternity unless you touch him. How fucking stupid is this game?
Looks right.
But I digress. So moving on to the defense, and the defense is actually really good. Like, it's a pretty solid defense. Good secondary in my opinion. Good front seven also. It's just an overall good team. Let me start off with the secondary because that's their, like, you know, that's where you don't expect them to be good, but they actually are pretty good. First of all, you got Vontae Davis, who is like one of the best corners in the game. He's got an amazing press. He's fast. You know, he's not tall, but he's fast, and he can catch the ball pretty well. You know, he's like one of those guys who, if he's by himself, he'll catch it. Big motherfucker. So, you know, Vontae Davis, I love him. I love pressing with him. And then you got Sean Smith, who is like the anti-face throw. If you try to face throw at Sean Smith, like, he'll most likely pick you off or he'll just walk the ball down. He's just a good... First of all, he's 6'3", so it's kind of hard to face throw on him. And he can catch the ball pretty well. He's not consistent, but he's like has like a clutch attribute, even though it doesn't say he does. Look at fucking Austin Collie. He's such a glitch. And then you have Chris Clemons and Yerp Bell. I know it's Jeremiah Bell, but I like calling him Yerp. I don't like putting Yerp in, though, because he's not that good. He's good in run support, but I would rather have Chris Clemons at strong safety and then put Rashad Nelson, maybe? I forget what his name is. It's Rashad something, maybe Rashad Jones. It's Rashad Jones. I like putting him at free safety and user in him because he's got good hit power. He can catch the ball like pretty consistently. And I don't know what the hell. I definitely meant to bullet that, but I don't know why. Like, first of all, it would make no sense for me to lob it because there's like 8 guys over there. So I would obviously attempt to bullet that, but for some reason I just didn't. But you know, whatever. Oh, and look at this. Look at Peyton Manning's breaking tackle like a motherfucker. And of course, there's always a dot to call it. Yep, makes sense. Makes fucking sense. So this is why I love fucking Sean Smith, my man. No homo. So good secondary. I like the secondary. You also got some other players like Nolan Carroll. There's one other guy who's pretty good. Damn, I forget his name, but I'll put I'll put a depth chart below.
Still looking for an open
I'm getting fucked. I'm getting fucked.
You just can't keep
So who else? Then you got the front seven, and their front seven is fucking nasty. This is how I set up the front seven. I put Cameron Wake at right end. I put Randy Starks at DT. I put the Solai guy or whoever the #1 DT is at the #2 DT spot. Randy Starks I put at DT because he's got a 95 block shed and he's fucking strong as shit. So that's why I put him there. And then Cameron Wake, he has like a 90 block shed, I think. And he's fast, so, you know, you got to put a guy like that on the line of scrimmage. And then on the other side, I think I put Jason Taylor. Because, you know, he's good. Not fat. Why would I not dive? I don't know why I didn't dive. I'm actually a retard. Oh. And then, yeah, Jason Taylor at the other end. And then linebackers, this is how I set it up. I put Dansby at middle linebacker. I know he's slow, but he's just like a glitch player. He will like just jump through the fucking roof for you, and he'll get fast for you sometimes, and he hits like a motherfucker. And I know I put a yellow there, but for some reason he doesn't play that. I don't know what happened. I know it looked like I was in Overstorm Brave, but I remember audibly into a yellow zone right there. And of course I don't get it. Of course I don't stop right there. And yep, the game's pretty much over. This is actually the first loss I'm posting up on here because I couldn't find another Dolphins game in time. So, you know, if you guys want to see, like, you know, just a good game rather than just me winning, I can post that up, win or loss, you know, if that's what you guys want. It doesn't matter to me. I'll put whatever you guys want to see. But most of the time, you know, I'll just do the quickest game I can get. And if it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. And if you guys just want to see wins, tell me. If you guys want to see some more losses, tell me. Just let me know in the comments below. And that's it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave us a like. It really does help us out a lot. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. That's always appreciated. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. It's Paki123. Thanks for watching.